What's going on, guys? It's Gizmodict here, and this is the review of the Asus MG279Q gaming monitor. This monitor is very similar to the PG278Q that I reviewed a few weeks back. What's different here is that this monitor supports AMD FreeSync instead of the Nvidia G-Sync, and it also comes with an IPS panel instead of a TN panel on the PG278Q. The design of the monitor is quite similar. You get the 27-inch 2560x1440p 144Hz display up front with not so thin bezels and an Asus logo at the bottom. The bottom right corner of the monitor sports various indicators for the buttons that are at the back of the monitor. The button layout is again very similar to the Asus PG278Q. However, here you get a red colored 5-way joystick which looks quite different. The on-screen display menu is very easy to navigate with the joystick, and here you can tweak various settings about the monitor. And there's also an option to enable FreeSync here, which I will talk about later in this video. The back of the monitor also has a very simplistic design, and it has a stand similar to the one on the PG278Q. This stand will let you tilt, swivel, pivot or adjust the height of the monitor according to your preference, and it works quite well. It is removable, so in case you want to mount your monitor somewhere else, you can use that VESA mount at the back. However, I felt that the quality of the stand is a step down from the PG278Q. The stand on the PG278Q did have some more heft to it and felt more sturdy. However, I never had any issues with the stand of this monitor. In terms of the inputs, the MG279Q sports two MHL enabled HDMI ports, a 1.2 mini display port and a 1.2 display port which is FreeSync enabled. It also has two 2-watt stereo speakers built in, so you do get more inputs and a set of speakers compared to the PG278Q, but that was the limitation of the Nvidia G-Sync technology. There's also a built-in USB 3.0 hub which lets you connect up to two devices, which is quite useful. One more major difference between this monitor and the PG278Q is that the monitor uses the standard power connector, so you don't have to deal with a huge power brick which did come with the PG278Q. Coming to the display itself, we have a 27-inch IPS display with a resolution of 2560x1440 and a refresh rate of 144Hz. Since it is an IPS display, the color reproduction and viewing angles are great, and the viewing angles are especially much better on this monitor compared to the PG278Q which had a TN panel. However, with that IPS panel, we do get a slightly slower response time of 4 milliseconds compared to 1 millisecond on the PG278Q, but I did not notice any major difference while gaming or doing general work. The display is sharp, produces very good colors, and is a joy while gaming. As I said before, this monitor supports AMD FreeSync, which is a technology very similar to the Nvidia G-Sync. FreeSync tries to remove the tearing and the choppiness while gaming without affecting the performance of the game. For this monitor, since it has an IPS display, FreeSync will only work between refresh rates from 35 to 90 Hz. The idea of FreeSync is to smoothen the stutter, so if you are anyways getting higher than 90 FPS, FreeSync really won't make a difference. However, if your FPS keeps dropping below 60 frames per second, then this is where you'll see the benefits of FreeSync. As you can see on the screen right now, I am playing GTA 5 with an FPS in the 50s. So here you can see the difference as to how FreeSync is reducing the tearing if you concentrate on this light pole on the screen. I also recorded a slow-mo sample of this comparison so that you guys can get a good idea about how FreeSync can reduce tearing while gaming. But with that said, you can still game at 144Hz with FreeSync off, and Asus recommends that if you are getting more than 90 FPS in any game, then you should play that game with FreeSync off. The main difference between FreeSync and G-Sync is that FreeSync does not require any dedicated or proprietary hardware, and as a result, FreeSync will be adopted in more and more upcoming monitors without any extra cost. G-Sync does come with an extra price, and this is the reason why the MG279Q is cheaper than the PG278Q. The MG279Q is currently selling for about $580, and personally I think that this is a very good monitor at this price point. It has various inputs, comes with an IPS panel that looks great and has a good response time. The 2560 by 1440 resolution makes it perfect when it comes to scaling in Windows. I will have the links to buy this monitor in the video's description. If you guys want to know anything more about this product, then do let me know in the comments. Please like the video if you liked it, and for more such awesome content, please subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.